so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you're joining me from. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greeting according to your time zone. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I upload a video. You can be among the first to receive it. Then go to the comment section at all times. Leave your comment, drop your contribution. If you have suggestions, make it out there. If you have any criticism, put it down on the comment section. It will make us to get better, presenting you a better program. Thank you so much. You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. Thank you for joining me on this very quick broadcast. I appreciate every one of you that have connected to this very broadcast. Wherever you are connecting from, wherever you are joining me from, I appreciate you and I thank you for joining this very broadcast. I'm coming a little bit late, but notwithstanding, no matter what happens, you know what we do on this very platform. And more especially on Sunday, a day that we worship as Biafrans. After going to our various churches to worship as Christians that I am a Christian. I don't know your religion. But today being Sunday is the day that Christians go to church to worship. Those of us who are Christian here, we go to church to worship today being Sunday. But after worshiping in the church, we must not forget to worship as Biafrans. We must not forget that. I say that and I say that again. Always remember that you are a Biafran first before you can attach anything to yourself. You are first of all a Biafran before ever you can attach anything to yourself. You must have that at the back of your mind. And that is why I've made it a point of duty that as long as I have the strength, as long as I'm alive, as long as I have the breath, as long as I had the opportunity, I will always come here to worship on Sunday. After worshiping in my church on Sunday to glorify Chukwu Abiyama and praise him in a Christian way, I will still come back here to worship him in truth and in spirit as a Biafran, which is what I am. So I welcome every one of you that have joined today's sermon, that have joined us in the worship today. We are going to do the needful as we have all been doing. We are going to continue from where we stop and continue to do what we have to do. I appreciate every one of you. I welcome you in the name of Chukwu Abiyama, and I say, may the blessings of Chukwu Abiyama be upon you. I say, may the grace of Chukwu Abiyama continue to protect you. Today, as we have gathered once again, remember what we do on this platform. For those who are coming to this platform for the very first time, this is an autopiloted platform. Autopiloted by Chukwu Abiyama himself, under the spokesmanship of Master Simon Ekpa, and on the leadership of Master Nandekano. That is where we stand. Speaking the truth always. The truth and nothing but the truth. Setting the record straight. Making sure that every Biafran is carried along. My responsibility here is to encourage you Biafrans to stand firm, to make you updated, to keep you informed so that you don't lose your guard. That is why what we do here. And as you are joining on the comment section, feel free to make your contributions. People are reading the comments and watching. Whatever you say on the comment section is going to be recorded. Whatever idea you bring forward, whatever distraction you bring, whatever you think you put down on the comment section is being seen. And Chukwu Abiyama himself is taking record. Every single one of us, we pay for anything that we have done in this planet Earth. If you do good, you do yourself. You do bad, you do yourself. It doesn't matter. The evil that men do, live with them in this age, not after them. It lives with them. That is why we don't give a damn. It doesn't matter what you think or what you say. You have the right to your opinion. But I tell you, for every seed you sow, you must reap. There's no way you can plant yam and reap cocoyam. There's no way you can plant beans and reap cassava. Whatever you plant, that seed is what you're going to reap. So mind yourself and ask yourself a question. Before you come to the comment section to write anything, before you make a speech, ask yourself, what seed are you sowing? What seed are you sowing? If you are sowing the right seed, Chukwu Abiyama will bless you. But if you come here to be a distraction or to bring cost to yourself, may that cause follow you in the name of Chukwu Abiyama. Fellow Biafrans, we are in the last hours. We are in the last hours. Today is the end of our countdown. And our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa, is going to make a broadcast by 8 p.m. Biafran time. Every one of you, wherever you are, you must be on that very broadcast today. Any place you are, you must key in on that very broadcast. I am going to make sure I share the broadcast on my platforms, on Chook Survivor channel and Chook Survivor page. I am going to share the broadcast on the other side, because that is where I can be able to stream. Make sure you key in into that program. Follow any autopiloted platform that you have to listen to that very broadcast. Or you go directly to Enter Biafra. If you are in Biafra land, you can join the Enter Biafra through a VPN. Make sure you are not found wanting in that very broadcast. Our countdown ended today. And in question of hours, I have told you, time without number, things are going to happen. Put it at the back of your mind that we are consistency personified. The autopiloted IPOB of Mazen Nandekan, we are consistent. There is nothing any man can do. You can't push us aside, neither will you force us to engage when it is not time. We are following the mandate and time of Chukwu Kabiama, and we will get to it. So every Biafran today, pay attention. Before I go forward, I appreciate everybody who have been able to participate on the fundraising yesterday. So many Biafrans showed face, so many Biafrans were there. Biafrans were there to play their roles and play their part. I say, may Chukwu Kabiama bless every one of you who has contributed in one way or the other to support the ESN, to make sure that our dream comes true. May Chukwu Kabiama continue to guide and protect you and secure you. Wherever you have brought whatever you made the contribution with, Chukwu Kabiama will bless it in 1,000-fold. Whatever sacrifice you have made for Biafra, you are going to reap your reward in 1,000-fold. Our freedom is short. Don't allow anybody to distract you. Time has passed when we respond to idiots. We don't respond to idiots anymore. We don't respond to clowns anymore. We are focused because we don't have time. When you look at the topic I chose there, I wrote that topic and I said that your pity party cannot give you freedom. Let me read it exactly where I wrote it. Emotional blackmail. Emotional blackmail cannot give you a better one Nigeria that you're asking for. Fight for your freedom if you want it. Those of you who are pursuing their so-called better Nigeria or one Nigeria, those of you who are deceiving themselves that they are pursuing a better zoological republic, emotional blackmail cannot give you their so-called better Nigeria. Emotional blackmail cannot give you freedom. The pity party you are calling for cannot and will not give you freedom. Get that to your head. Get that in your skull. As I'm speaking to those ones who are in the zoological republic who have refused to see reasons, I also speak to Biafrans. Emotional blackmail will not give you freedom. Seeking for a pity party will not give you freedom. If you want freedom, you have to fight for it. And that is why those of us, Biafrans, who knows what we want, we are fighting for our freedom. And we will continue to fight until the last man standing. If it requires all of us to go, we will go. Our supreme leader, Mazen Nandekano, said it. If it is only one man and one woman that survive in Biafra land, they will build a nation where Chukwu Kabiama will be glorified. Emotional blackmail will not give you anything close to a nation. Every one of you that is watching what is playing out have seen the role the London boy is playing. The London boy is playing an emotional game, thinking that you can get the full Janjaweed through emotional games. We are dealing with Pharaoh that doesn't have conscience. The Fulani Janjaweed who are holding you down, whom the British have empowered to hold you down. The terrorists that the British have empowered to hold you down, they don't see your tears. They don't see your tears. They don't regard you as a human being, let alone see you cry. In fact, the more you cry, the more you make them happy. When they see you in tears, they rejoice. Emotional blackmail cannot take you to anywhere. You saw your man, the London boy who claims to be your Messiah. On the people's emotion. He was busy sharing tears online. And you think that will give you your mandate? You think that will give you a better Nigeria? You're a dreamer. That is why I say every one of them that is carrying certificate of all around, carrying certificate, claiming this and that, they know nothing. They know nothing. So many of you must have seen the phone call that was put across to Obasanjo. In that leaked phone call, Obasanjo was telling the people what to do. And he said in his own word that these people are bent on reggae. They are bent on carrying on. They are bent on giving the power to the North. The only thing you can do is to use the power of the masses. Let the masses go to the street and protest. And only then and then will you be able to do something. And we also heard from the senior advocate of Nigeria, Femi Falana, when he was making his own speech. He said, you do not go to that same person who enslaved you to ask for your freedom. You don't fight for that belong to you through the same institution that took away that thing from you. No. You go to the masses. But the person you are talking to, what is he doing today? What is the London boy doing? Pity party. He's sharing tears online, expecting people to show pity. He's giving you an emotional blackmail, telling you sweet stories, telling you to remain calm. Now you see the scam we have been talking about. It is becoming very clear. The scam is now clearer than you can ever imagine. But I thank Chukwuka Abiyama that all this while he was planning those scams, we were aware. But it's a pity that he gave himself up to be used to accomplish the mission of the British, which was to drag the Biafran people into their criminality and use Biafran people to legitimize their evil act. We saw it coming and we cried out and we said, no, it will not happen. Biafrans, who are Biafrans? They remain Biafrans. They listen to us and they didn't come out for election. If Biafran people didn't participate in the election, the few of them who decided to throw that gamble, they threw that gamble. Even they wrote result for that man who is crying. The result was written for him. Let me tell you, a criminal is a criminal. Do not praise the criminal because he is from your own side. Do not protect the criminal and say, this is my own criminal. That criminal you're protecting will turn against you and he will steal from you. When he doesn't see something to steal from outside, he is definitely going to steal from you. That is why when you see evil, call it evil. It doesn't matter who is it that is performing the evil. Even if it is your brother, even if it is your parents. When they are engaged in evil, call them out and tell them to stop. Call them out. Injustice against one is injustice against all. I am telling you that the London boy also cheated. He also manipulated the election. Election result we are waiting for him. Because those of us who are genuine Biafrans, we know that Biafran didn't vote. We saw it video. We saw the cry and the video. We are on the ground monitoring. Our men were on the ground watching what was going on. And some of them who claim to love God, who are preaching to you day and night, they use their own church to perpetrate evil. They use their church to conduct election that doesn't exist. And they wrote results in the church for the London boy. And you're wondering, why wouldn't he allow you to go and protest? Why should he allow you to go and protest? He knows if he's there, he will be in jail. He knows that if he call for any protest, you go in jail. And you think that he has a ball to face what a liberator face. This is where you're going to find out that he didn't come there to free you. The London boy came to promote himself and not to free you. Because if his fight was to free you, he is going to put his life on the line. He will be in the forefront. In fact, he will pray that he's been arrested. But you can see how he loves himself. You can see how he preserves himself. He's telling you to calm down and that he's going to court. Ask me which court. Is it the same court that he has been in for the past 7 years plus? He has been in the same court, him and Atiku Abubakar, with this same Buhari, have been in that court for the past 7 years plus. Is that the court he's telling you to go back to? He's telling you to calm down. Even when people who are in the corridor of power have told him what to do, people who concocted this evil entity, who knows how to break this evil entity, the people, the insiders that know the foundation of this very evil empire and how to break it up. Somebody like Obasanjo. Obasanjo is one of the architects of evil, one of the evil generals in that zoological republic. And he gave you the secret that you can only overcome them with the power of the masses. Go to the street. They will shoot you, but go ahead. You are going to get what you want. Now you get it. So many of you saw that audio, but you didn't understand anything, not audio. When you listen to that audio, you have a reason to go on your knees and pray for Mazen Nandekan. When you listen to that audio, you see a reason why you should go on your knees and pray for our spokesperson, Mazen Simon Ekpa. Obasanjo said in his own word, let these youths go to the street and fight for that which belongs to them. That is the only way. There's no other way to break the zoological republic apart from a revolt. Revolution. There's no way. But the London boy, whom the London themselves are using to manipulate you, is telling you to calm down. He doesn't have the balls. When you saw a man that genuinely wanted to free his people, somebody like MKO Abiola, MKO Abiola put his life on the line. Even in his own case, it was very clear. It was very, very clear. MKO Abiola won his election, hands down. He put his life on the line to make sure he made that statement to the end. He put his life on the line and died in it. That is how to know those who genuinely want to fight for the masses. If you want to fight for the masses, you must be ready to put your life on the line. If you want to free the indigenous people from the Fulani cartel that is running the Zoological Republic for the British, if you want to break them, you don't break them by your cheap blackmail, your pity party, or your crocodile tears. No. You don't break them by your emotional games. There's nothing you can get from the Fulani Caliphate through your emotional games. These are born pharaohs. Their heart is as hard as that of Pharaoh. More than, remember, they never forgive, neither do they forget. And then the worst is that they don't see you as human. They regard their cow, they put their cow first before you. And you think that such people will see your tears. You're a dreamer. But I thank Chukwu Kabiam that finally, finally, we are going home. I thank you, that we are not all senseless. I thank you, that we are not all careless. I thank you, that we are not all brainless. I thank you, that we are not all cowards. There are still men who are men. May Chukwu take glory. May Chukwu take all glory, take all honor, take all adoration for giving us somebody like our supreme leader, Mazen Nandekan. May Chukwu keep him strong. May Chukwu guide and protect and take glory on behalf of our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa, for giving us someone like him. And he stands for us up to today. Let me tell you, wherever you're watching me, wherever you're watching me from, your emotional blackmail does not have a meaning. Those of you who claim to be one Nigerian, you say you want a better Nigeria. I don't have a problem with you. Good for you. You want a better Nigeria. But we, the Biafran people, we want a nation, a meaningful nation that have a name. We don't want a company. Those of you who are crying and thinking, well, you have right to your opinion that you want a better Nigeria. But I'm telling you that emotional blackmail cannot give you a future. Every indigenous tribe in the contraption called Nigeria, if you think that the emotional blackmail, that you want to blackmail the Fulani Caliphate emotionally, you want to blackmail the British emotionally, you want to blackmail the world emotionally, it doesn't make sense. Nobody's going to listen to you. I have preached a message which I said that this world we live in operates by interest. The world we live in, this world that we are in, it operates on interest. That is how it works. People pursue their interest. It doesn't matter how you feel. It doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't matter where you place your hands. It doesn't matter how you cry. It doesn't matter how emotional you are. People in this world put first themselves. Interest comes first. Every country of the world is putting their interest first. The United Kingdom, are you blaming them for putting their interest first? I don't blame them. Do I blame the US for putting their interest first? I don't blame them. Do I blame the Western world for putting their interest first? I do not blame them. I don't. The only thing you and I have to do is to put our own interest first. That is the answer to the problem. All the crying you are crying, all the shouting, all the nonsense you are doing, what you have to do is to put your interest first. And that is what the autopiloted IPOB, under the spokesmanship of Master Simon Ekpa and on the leadership of Master Nandekan, that is what we are putting first. The interest of the people, Biafra interest first. That is why we are telling you that we are going home. No matter what happens, no matter what the enemy does, we are not begging them. We are not clapping for them. We are taking our flight home. By all means possible. You can cry the river. You can cry the sea. You can complain. That's your right. But are we going to stop? Hell no. We are going to pursue our freedom until we get it. And no man born of a woman will stand on our way. If you do, we will crush you. If you stand on the way of our freedom, we will crush you and you won't survive it. I bet you will not. It has become clear that the only way out and only way forward is for you to stand up and fight. Today is the last day. We are counting hours. By 8 p.m. today, we are going to hear from our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa, and we'll take it up from there. Are we going to stop? Hell no. Are we going to relent? Hell no. Are you prepared? Answer that question. Answer the question. Are you prepared on your own Talking about Biafran people, our going home is mandatory. No man born of a woman can stop it. We are going. Maybe you have forgotten. The autopiloted IPOB under the spokesmanship of Mazi Simon Ekpa and on the leadership of Mazi Nadekan, we are consistency personified. Take it to the bank. Whatever we say, we do. What you see is what you get. We are not in that emotional